On 19 September 1961, a couple by the name of Betty Hill and Barney Hill in the United States were abducted by extraterrestrials. Or so they claimed. It was the first ever widely publicized such report of an alien abduction. The incident came to be called as the Zeta Reticuli incident because the couple stated that they had been kidnapped by aliens who claimed to be from the Zeta Reticuli system of stars and planets. When we look up in the night sky filled with millions of stars, it makes us wonder, are we really alone? Since the first incident of alien abduction, it has become more and more common to come across such alien abduction stories. Exactly how many of these alien abduction stories are true, we may never know. But one thing may indeed be true, and that is the fact that aliens exist in the farthest reaches of our universe. Our universe is so massive that light from the extreme reaches of the universe haven't even reached Earth since the Big Bang. The stars and the cosmological objects that we observe today are a part of the observable universe. The observable universe is a spherical region of the universe comprising all the matter that can be observed from Earth at the present time. Because electromagnetic radiation from these objects has had time to reach Earth since the beginning of cosmological expansion. Now, what truly is mind-blowing is that the observable universe in itself has at least 2 trillion galaxies. And a galaxy can in turn have billions and billions of stars. There are at least 10 to the power 22 stars in the observable universe. This is 1 followed by 22 zeros. That's about 10,000 stars for every grain of sand on Earth. As per scientific approximations, among these 10 to the power 22 stars, there are at least 500 billion suns out there. Suns that are similar to ours, having planets revolving around them. And scientists estimate that 1 in 5 of those suns has an Earth-like planet. The numbers are so huge that it's almost certain that extraterrestrial life exists on more than one planet. Extraterrestrial life doesn't necessarily mean intelligent life. It can also mean unicellular organisms, flora, or even tadpole-looking organisms on other planets. Even a small trace of algae on Mars or any moon of Jupiter would mean that alien life exists out of our Earth. It is more difficult to find an intelligent extraterrestrial life. A species who is capable of thinking and making decisions just like us humans. Such an advanced civilization may already exist, not only on 1 or 2 planets, but thousands or maybe millions of them. So naturally the question arises, why haven't we spotted or came across any such advanced civilization till now? The answer is pretty simple. Distance. When we talk about space, it's pretty hard to fathom the vastness of it. Our universe is so huge and the distance between suns and galaxies is so huge that we had to invent a different measure of distance to wrap our heads around it. To measure distance in space, we use light years, or light weeks, or light days. A light year essentially means the distance traveled by light in 1 year. Light travels at a speed of 299,792,458 meters per second, which is roughly about 300,000 kilometers per second. So it would mean that in an year, light would travel a distance of about 1 trillion kilometers. Our nearest neighbor galaxy is Andromeda Galaxy, which is roughly 2.5 million light years away from us. This distance is so huge that if we represent it in terms of kilometers, it would look something like this. It's been a little over 100 years since the Wright brothers flew the first aircraft on December 17, 1903. Even on one of the fastest vehicles that humanity has developed so far, the North American X-15, which at its peak can reach speeds of up to 7,270 km an hour, it would take us roughly this many years to reach Andromeda. Have a look at this image. This is a Hubble Ultra Deep Field image of a small region of space in the constellation Fornax, containing an estimated 15,000 galaxies, and was taken on September 24, 2003. Every dot that you see in this picture is an entire galaxy containing billions of stars. Even if an intelligent alien civilization exists in any of these galaxies, we will never be able to reach them soon enough given our current mode of transport. Enter Wormhole. A wormhole, also called as the Einstein-Rosen bridge, is a tunnel linking separate points in space-time and is based on a solution of the Einstein field equations. A wormhole can be visualized as a tunnel with two ends, each at separate points in space-time. This means that if mankind were able to somehow figure a way to create a wormhole and create a shortcut from our solar system to any galaxy, such as Andromeda, we can jump in on one end of the wormhole and exit on the other in a matter of seconds or minutes. Wormholes are consistent with the general theory of relativity, but whether wormholes actually exist remains to be seen. The idea of a wormhole has been extremely used in science fiction movies such as Interstellar.
Illustrations I've ever seen, The illustrations. Let me show you how it works. So they say you want to go from here to there, but it's too far, right? Mm-hmm. So a wormhole bends space like this, so you can take a shortcut through a higher dimension.
Since the laws of physics and Einstein's general relativity are assumed to be true everywhere, a very advanced civilization might already have found ways to create a traversable wormhole and might now be using it to explore planets and star systems. They might be doing so right now as you watch this video. There might be interspecies, intergalactic space wars going on right now in a distant path and a distance from Earth. Earth, our home planet, so dear to us. Why does life thrive on Earth and not on other planets in our solar system? The answer is quite simple and yet incomplete. Earth has just the right conditions for life to thrive. It is at a distance that is not too close and not too far from its host star around which it revolves. It has just the right atmospheric composition and ample amount of ozone layer protection around its atmosphere, preventing the life from harmful radiations, and the gravity is just right. Above all, it has water. NASA has spent billions of dollars sending probes and rovers to other planets in search of water. Why? Because on Earth, almost everywhere there is water, there is life. If water once flowed on Mars, did life once thrive there too? Or maybe there is still water on Mars, only it has gone underground. NASA's Mars exploration program is about following the water. Even if we do not find life on Mars, if there is water, perhaps someday Mars could be inhabited by us. That day we could indeed become a true interplanetary species. A person born on Mars would have a passport of Mars. According to some theories, life on Earth arrived after a meteor carrying organisms hit Earth billions of years ago. In that case, another question arises. Where did that meteor come from? And where was it carrying life from? Was it from a very old and a distant star system which got destroyed and the meteor was a debris? Or was it deliberately sent out by an ancient species in another part of our galaxy somewhere, hoping that Earth would soon be able to support life? The possibilities seem endless. But one thing is certain. Us humans have a long way to go before we can travel from our planet to another Earth-like planet. We have survived and thrived thousands of years on our home planet. There may not even be another Earth-like planet in our Milky Way. That is why we love our planet. A planet that we can call ours. A planet that is dear to us. Our home, Earth.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.